home of the National Football League, the National Hockey League, the National Basketball Association, and Major League Baseball. You're watching a SpinoKing Sports presentation.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Washington Commanders and the Detroit Lions, and it comes your way next.
It's a cloudy night in the Motor City. There was snow and rain earlier today, but that didn't stop the people from coming down to Ford Field. It's the NFC Divisional game on SpinoKing Sports. The Detroit Lions are ready to face and host the Washington Commanders. The Commanders are trying to return to the championship for the first time since 1992.
It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Ball is teed up. Zane Gonzalez to do the honors. And we're off in Detroit. Craig Reynolds to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return.
And now, here's a look at the Lions quarterback, Jared Goff. Over 16,000 yards and 259.8 yards gained per game. He will head to his fourth Pro Bowl. Jared's protectors, Taylor Decker, Graham Glasnow, Frank Ragnow in the middle. Right guard Christian Mahogany, Penei Sewell, the right anchor. The back end receivers, David Montgomery, Knuckles at the back. The wide receivers, Jamison Williams, Tim Patrick, and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Sam Laporta, the tight end.
There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position today, but Jared's just a throwback. A guy that understands the timing and the precision. I love that he knows what he is and what he isn't when it comes to his skills. And it's why he's been able to flourish in multiple places and why he continues to sustain a lot of success in this league.
Goff taken right to the air. It's taken in by Williams. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Marshawn Lattimore up from the secondary for the stop.
Washington's defense, the four linesmen, Cleveland Farrell, Jonathan Allen, Daron Payne, and Dorrance Armstrong. The linebackers are Frankie Louvu, Bobby Wagner, and Dante Fowler. The two cornerbacks are Mike Sanderstill and Benjamin St. Juste. The safeties, Quan Martin and Jeremy Chin.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 31. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Goff on 1st and 10. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Running it with David Montgomery. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Third and just 2 to go. Staying on the ground with Montgomery. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Just 1 yard on the play, a couple of real nice stops, force 4th and 1.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. He has it at the 13. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20.
Let's check out the one and only Jayden Daniels. Making his second playoff start this year, Daniels surpassed Robin Griffin III for most rushing yards by a rookie quarterback. The offensive unit protecting him, Brendan Coleman, Nick Allegretti, Tyler Biadasz, Sam Cosmi, and the two-time Super Bowl champion, Andrew Wiley. Commanders running back is Brian Robinson, Luke McCaffrey, Terry McLaurin, and De'Ami Brown, the wide receivers. Zach Ertz is the tight end.
Jayden's the closest thing we've seen to Lamar Jackson. And while there's only one Lamar Jackson, the two-time MVP, Jayden's going to push him a little bit in this league. He is a tremendous athlete. Over 1,000 yards rushing down the SEC, and he's just got the instincts, the feel to know when to run it. And man, he can also sling it. A quick, compact, accurate release. I can't wait to watch this guy's skill set unfold in the NFL.
He tucks it and takes off. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
The Lions starting D-line, Josh Pascal, Levi Onwuzurike, DJ Reader, and Zadarius Smith. The linebacking core, Alex Anzalone, Ben Neiman, and Jack Campbell. The D-line at the back, Amik Robertson and Terrion Arnold, the cornerbacks. Kirby Joseph and Brian Branch are the safeties.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Completes one to Ben Sinnott. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They gain 14 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Short side option here. He's running left. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Daniels on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
A 5th defensive back into the game for the Lions. 3rd down coming. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. Just short on 3rd down. they do on fourth.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a third and short stop.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They'll run it with Robinson. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. They went for it and got the 4 yards they needed, and that keeps this drive alive.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave them enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Bronk. It's a new set of downs at the 27. On first down, here's Daniels. He'll get this one to Brown. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
From the red zone now. Dumped off to his running back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Robinson on the inside give. And he's able to rip off a chunk of red zone yardage to the 10. That's 8 yards for the gain, and that narrows it to just 5 yards needed on third down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Commanders have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively,
now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown.
The previous play is under review.
Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. Zane Gonzalez on for the point after try. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Khalif Raymond to return it. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. Detroit getting its offense set for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. First and 10 now from the 30. One of the tight ends motioning right. Off play action, Goff. Sheds off a rusher. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And we'll see what they do here on second down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Drive in dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 11. And that gives the Lions the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's Goff. Laporta with the grab. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Jeremy Chin there on the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. That one's caught along the left sideline. It's a pickup of 26. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
I'm sure coach, a play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Throwing again, it's Goff. He finds Laporta. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
From the 20 on 2nd down. Throw complete to Williams. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, Goff. Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Goff. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions get it down to a single point. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions tie this game 7-7. Fox now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Back out run the Commanders for their second drive of the game. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. This one taken in by Zacchaeus. This is ahead for about 5. Stopped on the play by Zadarius Smith.
I feel so bad, I really do, and I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Ertz reels it in. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We're back to Ford Field right after this.
SpinoKing Sports coverage of the NFC Divisional game, presented by Madden NFL 25 by EA Sports, now available rated E for everyone. By DTE Energy, leading the way to a cleaner, safer, and smarter energy future. Inspired by Fox NFL Sunday, celebrating 30 years of the same game with a new attitude.
Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They've got a first to begin the frame. We'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And that's good for a gain of 5. Stopped on the play by Zadarius Smith.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. An option give to Robinson. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. From the gun, it's Daniels. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it! And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Commanders will have a first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Complete, it's McLaurin. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's brought down after taking this to the 26. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
From the 26 on 2nd down. On target to his man Zacchaeus. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Daniels now. Finds his target, Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
Daniels throwing on third. Dump off caught by his back. And he's brought down for a loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Zane Gonzalez on to attempt this field goal. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. Schrader's kick is up and good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Reynolds with a return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Lions offense returning to the field. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. They're out and set, first and 10. Looking to throw, Goff. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
From the 37. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. This one goes for 3 yards. And that gives the Lions the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. With the catch. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Short pass brought in. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Off play action, Goff. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Williams coming in motion right. Quickly out to the right, complete. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30. It's a gain of 4 there, and that'll be first down, Detroit.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Goff on 1st and 10. He finds Laporta. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
They'll run here. It's Montgomery. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Give him just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Once more, it's Montgomery. And he's going to advance them down to the 4-yard line. The rookie from Michigan, there that time.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
On 3rd and goal, Goff. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it'll knock this game up late in the 2nd quarter.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Fox now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Commanders set to take over. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 29. That's complete. Here's Brown. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. The Commanders with a chance to break this tie. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Throwing now, Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Here comes a new Spinos trivia question. Jayden Daniels and Terry McLaurin have been selected to this year's Pro Bowl. They're the primary selections for the Commanders. Has a quarterback and wide receiver duo ever been selected to the Pro Bowl before? And if so, can you name them? We'll be back soon for the answer.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's on the move. He keeps it and takes off. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, I know some old-school coaches, maybe some former NFL quarterbacks who would have this guy running stairs after that drop, partner. Hit or no hit. That was a catch there that would have meant a first down.
Yeah, that's why that's old school, okay, Kate? The new school coaches and quarterbacks know how hard it is in this league with the contact. Know how valuable those contested catches are. Credit the defense for making the play on that one. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Here's Raymond on the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. From the gun, Goff gets it quickly to St. Brown. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap here to Goff. This is complete to Patrick. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Now Goff. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Throwing again, it's Goff. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Gets it to the 15. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions get some late points and the lead. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird in the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know, but whatever.
Well, the kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did, and he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions take a 4-point lead. Fox now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Has a man, it's Ertz. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Terrion Arnold in on the stop. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Let's continue the trivia. So, has a quarterback and receiver duo ever been selected to the Pro Bowl before? And if so, can you name them? The answer is yes. QB Mark Rippon and wide receiver Gary Clark both played for Washington during their careers and were selected to the 1992 Pro Bowl, which was also the last time the Commanders played and won the Super Bowl.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Daniels. It's caught. Eckler. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Washington calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Out of the gun, Daniels. Hits him on the out route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Offense up to the line fast. Back to throw it. He finds Brown right side. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. He'll throw it. able to find Ertz. We've arrived at halftime here in Detroit. The Lions defending their building. They've got the lead at the break. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. In the first half, it was the veteran quarterback Jared Goff who had command of the offense. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
Fox now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Out comes the offense for Washington to begin the third quarter. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. To throw, Daniels. Chased out to his right. Now he takes it. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a 1st down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Daniels on 1st down. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Back to throw, here's Daniels. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Going the other way, Lions have it!
You know, Kate, defenders today are top. Don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form. Making that strip sack and that play was a masterpiece.
The Lions headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Finds Laporta. And they make the tackle at the 38. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down throw from Goff. He fires one deep down the middle. He's got it deep downfield. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Montgomery will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
They'll run again with Montgomery. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
On 3rd and goal, Goff. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Fox now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Commanders all set to regain possession. They find themselves trailing 20-13 after that score. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. Brought in right side. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Second and 3 now. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Daniels from the pistol. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
First carry now for Austin Eckler. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
They've got first down from the 31. Throwing now, Daniels. That's McLaurin on the quick slant. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Shotgun snap to Daniels. The throw is caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Again, Daniels to the air. Into traffic, complete. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
You know, Kay, that is the epitome of trust right there. Right, when the ball is let out of his hands, I think everybody on the sidelines in the stadium went, because you throw it in double coverage, and you may question the decision, but it's tough to challenge it when it produces results like that.
Robinson. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a yard that time. They needed more, and now it's third and goal.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical third down call.
Daniels, third and goal. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
Well, I'll tell you this, Kate, that's where you got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute, both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play called back.
Schrader's kick is up and good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Listen, all he could do is make the kicks he's called out there to make. They need extra points from him, but for now, well, he's able to handle his third field goal of the game and just inch them a little bit closer.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Reynolds with a return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Lions ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. They're out and set, first and 10. They'll motion a tight end left. On first down, it's Goff. Has the connection to right. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Second and 3 now. From the gun, Goff. complete to St. Brown outright. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Goff on 1st and 10. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Off play action, Goff. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. He has the first and still going past the 35. And he's all the way down to the 32-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st down, they'll run with Montgomery. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. So nothing but a pair of field goals added to the board as we arrive at the end of our 3rd quarter. It's Lions ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win.
SpinoKing Sports coverage of the NFC Divisional game, presented by Madden NFL 25 by EA Sports. Now available, ready for everyone. By Dunkin, America runs on Dunkin. Inspired by Fox NFL Sunday, celebrating 30 years of the same game with a new attitude.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Looking to throw, Goff. And what a risk, but he can't hang on. No interception, but nearly a turnover in the end zone.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Throwing again, it's Goff. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions now lead by 10. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions drive their lead to 11. Fox now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st down, here's Daniels. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's out of bounds past midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the Combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. He's going to try to drop it in. Brought in inside the 20. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders now within 1 score in the 4th. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
And now the Commanders face a very important 2-point attempt.
Washington will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They give it to the back on the zone read. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Going to need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. And to consider that golf analogy, well, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Here's Raymond on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. It gives to Montgomery to start the drive. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 32. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that gives the Lions the first. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Got Williams, and it's complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be first down, Detroit. Patrick going to motion over left. First down throw from Goff. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They go play action with Goff. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
To throw again here, 2nd and 10, it's Goff. Throw complete to Williams. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Off the play fake, he's gonna throw. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
No dice on that prior pass, here's 2nd down. Motioning the tight end now. Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. He's got it near the 10. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
From the red zone now. Cut near the goal line. They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Montgomery gets it from the gun. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Lions stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. David Montgomery with the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions push the lead up to 12. Fox now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Commanders and QB Jayden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And his effectiveness hasn't been limited to what he can do with his arm this season. On that last drive, he reached a significant mark for his efforts on the ground as well. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. It's taken in by Sinnott. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Complete, it's McLaurin. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. And the Lions into a nickel set for 3rd down. Back to throw, here's Daniels. He has the first over the middle, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when, just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's gonna make you pay.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Daniels on 1st down. He puts some power on a deep one. Wide open down the field, and he has it! He makes it in for the Washington touchdown! The Commanders now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders trim the deficit down to 5.
Commanders 29.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Reynolds with a return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Williams coming in motion right. Goff on 1st and 10. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that gives the Lions the first.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. On 1st down, it's Goff. Patrick with the catch. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions leading by 5. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. A give up the gut to Montgomery. And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Gibbs now from the gun. And he'll get them enough for a first down. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. New set of downs for him from the 46. This is Montgomery running right. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. Final timeout taken by the Commanders, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Staying on the ground with Montgomery. And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this 3rd down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
He's taken down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the 4th quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof, well, it's a big part of what's put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
The Lions readying for the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And this punt lands in the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders and Terry McLaurin ready for another look on offense. And he has kept his pace up in the 2nd half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
And now the Commanders face a very important 2-point attempt.
The Commanders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here he is to throw. And he brings it in. That makes this a field goal game now. Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line, and this time it works for 2.
It sure is. It's one of those plays that I think Bart Starr was running in the 60s, that slant route.
Whoa.
When you incorporate it with the threat of a fade as well, that's when it becomes so effective. But you get inside that DB, you show the quarterback your numbers, and it's almost automatic for a 2-point conversion.
Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
At their own 23-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Laporta with the grab. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Now a timeout, and there may be time for 2 plays here, Brock, but a quick short one does them no good. They got to go for broke here. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. He'll look to throw it. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he's out of bounds up at his own 45. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Goff. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. Ball game's not over just yet. Don't leave those seats. The interference call means we're going to have an untimed down here. The kick is good. He got it. And at the buzzer, they forced overtime. That's going to do it for regulation. So some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. Now hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. Reynolds with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Lions getting ready to return to the field. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. First throw of overtime now. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Takes off right out of the read option. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
Chances of stalling this drive defensively seem bleak, but how about now? Look at those odds changing, Kate. Still not great, but you could feel a little momentum on their side. Maybe they can muster it up and get back-to-back stops.
It's Montgomery on 3rd. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
1st down, ball at the 36. It's Montgomery on the counter. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
The Commanders going dime here to defend this 3rd down. From the gun, Goff. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
Their punter making his way out now. And this needs to be a good one. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Commanders' drive is going to start from deep on their own side of the field. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now he gets a shot here in overtime. Has him on the quick hitter. And they can't jump to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And he's tackled for a short gain. They get 3 on the run, put a 1 in front of that now as it brings up 3rd and 13. Daniels now. Got a man, Robinson has it. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And the fair catch secured here at the 16. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Lions will go on offense. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. Each offense has had a chance to score now, Brock. Neither one could, so we're in a sudden death. The next score wins it.
And wouldn't it be great, Kate, if we saw one of these defenses just take a turnover back for the winning touchdown? Really just surprise everybody here.
Love that.
It'll be a little tougher to do now, though. Both offenses a little more settled in, and you've got to imagine a little more sense of urgency.
First down throw from Goff. He finds Laporta. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Montgomery now up the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Gets this one to Patrick. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Excellent pickup to move the chains, 36 yards in the end.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. This is Montgomery. And he'll get down to the 21-yard line before he stopped. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
So here they are. A chance to win this with a field goal. Washington calls it 2nd timeout, as they'll be left with just one more to work with here in OT. An important attempt coming up here for Jake Bates. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash. The kick is good. He got it. And they've taken back the lead.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
So it's one for the win column for the Lions. And they only needed to set him up with a shot to connect and win it with 3, and his aim was true to make it happen and put an end to this competitive ball game. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.
Home of the National Football League, the National Hockey League, the National Basketball Association, and Major League Baseball. You've been watching a SpinoKing Sports presentation.